thank you for joining the Owensville Town Council meeting. I'll make a motion to open the meeting on April the 7th, 2026 at 6:30 p.m.
Second.
All's in favor?
Aye.
Aye. If you would please stand and face the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Real quick before we get the meeting started, we did have some misfortune. Matt Sheridan has passed away. He was our third board member. He passed away on April the 2nd. Our thoughts and prayers are with his family and friends, co-workers, everybody that he's been with, everybody whose life that he has been a part of and touched. We would just ask that just for a minute you guys recognize a moment of silence. All right, thank you very much. Because it's been asked, and I just want to get it addressed and out of the way. There is a procedure to replacing a board member, and that all goes through the Gibbs County GOP. So they'll be handling that. We don't have very much to do in that process. Everybody. It will end up being a public forum where people can come and sit in and be a part of that. Corey and I will be able to, for lack of a better...
Recommend or endorse.
Yeah.
Any candidate.
A person that may be interested. So, but other than that, we don't have any say in who would be the next town board member to sit. All right, on with the meeting. Thank you. Okay, real quick, get the claims and the meeting minutes out of the way. You had time to take them, looked all through all of them. All right, so I'll make a motion to approve the claims from the town from March 4th, 2026 through April 7th, 2026 in the amount of $167,000.29.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Make a motion to approve the Owensville Town Council meeting minutes from March the 3rd, 2026.
I second.
All those in favor? Aye. And then Park and Rec board meeting minutes from Tuesday, February 24th, 2026. Make a motion to approve those.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
And the claims from the Park and Rec for the month of March, in the amount of $6,734.63.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. All right. For the property at 606 East Clark Street, we think we have reached an agreement.
Go ahead.
It should pick you up. It's pretty,
Okay.
pretty sensitive microphone.
Yes, I believe we've reached a resolution for the property at 606 East Clark Street. The permanent encroachment agreement, which you should have in front of you, and the attached exhibit, which is just the survey, will clear the title and allow the residents to move into the home.
All right, real quick, can I have you state your name and title,
Yeah.
please?
My name is Taylor Millsap. I'm an attorney representing Mosley Management, who is the contractor in this matter.
Thank you. All right, so we've read through the agreement, lawyers read through the agreement, everybody's okay with the agreement?
Yes.
Yep. You didn't have any?
I didn't have
Concerns?
no. I liked it.
So, if we're all in agreement, then I will make a motion to approve the permanent encroachment agreement for the 606 East Clark Street property.
A second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Once they sign it, I'll record it at the recorder's office tomorrow. I'll be there all day, if you're okay with that, unless you wanna record it.
Yeah, that's fine. Are you gonna have them, the residents sign as well, because there's a spot for them to sign?
Everyone will need to, yeah, whoever
be
needs to
present.
sign.
So, after the meeting, we'll have all the paperwork to sign, because we'll all sign the same copy.
Okay,
Okay.
perfect.
And thank you all for working on that. I know it's been, I'm glad you were able to come up with something that worked for you guys,
It was
because,
a team effort with the title company and everybody else involved.
and that's great, that's great. We just needed to make sure that we weren't relinquishing the entire easement because of the other residents on that street. So thank you again. All right. So the action pest control agreement. And that's went up $40 a month?
$40 a week.
Or a week.
And it will start in May and run through October.
All right, I'll make a motion to approve action pest control to fog for mosquitoes and other pests in the amount of $340 per week.
A second.
All those in favor? Aye. All right, now the fun stuff. So basically, you're making a bunch of accounts to help.
New appropriation accounts with the edit money. And anything MVH is going to get paid out of edit for a while, so we can build the MVH fund up. I have talked to the State Board of Accounts, and I done exactly followed the layout like they told me to.
Okay. Because it's clear as mud. I mean, when I was looking at it, I can see what you're doing. Yeah. Okay. You got anything to say, Corey? Other than it's a lot. I already said it.
So,
Like MVH,
What-
MVH
have you not
payroll.
had this, we didn't have NVH before, is that what?
Yeah, we had MVH,
What
but the funds in MVH are very low right now.
Okay,
So she told me to create edit funds because we have a ordinance where the board agreed anything.
so these are just mirror accounts? so we can-
Yes,
I got you.
yes.
Well, good luck with that.
All right, I'll make a motion to approve resolution 2026-5, Town of Owensville creation of edit funds.
A second.
All those in favor? Aye. All right, and then,
Okay,
The
and then
next
the
one is-
next one is the,
the amount per fund.
Being able to transfer it.
yes.
All right. Make a motion to approve resolution 2026-6, transferring of funds into new appropriation edit accounts.
I second.
All's in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And that total, the total of that is $127,300
Mhm.
in various amounts to the different accounts. And these are cleaning up salary ordinances.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I did find out while I was talking to the State Board of Accounts, that this is one thing that they're starting to look at when they do audits.
Mhm.
They will go to the salary ordinance, and they wanna see where these, funds are coming out of, and they wanna make sure on the ordinance that it says, okay, like MVH water and sewer.
Mhm.
That was before, but now I've ended up and had to do two different ones to cover both of them,
Okay.
MVH and the edit money. So I went through the salary ordinance, and anything that did not say where it was coming out of, I put it on there.
Okay. All right, I'll make a,
Mhm.
So are we paying out of the C-Edit funds?
Okay, that this ordinance is
Am I on
when
the
we
wrong
were
one?
doing, no,
No,
that, you're
you're
on the
looking at the
right
right
one. This one here is when it was coming out of MVH, because when we went back and looked at the ordinance, that was not on there. So some of January and February got paid out of MVH, so I have to have that ordinance,
Okay.
okay?
and then the next one changes it again.
Yes. Mhm. I know it's confusing.
All right.
All right, make a motion to approve resolution 2026-7, amendment to ordinance 2025-13, the salary ordinance.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And then make a motion to approve resolution 2026-8, amendment to the 2026 salary ordinance.
I second.
Which is, on the second page, it's adding, on the
All
second
the
page,
edit.
where she added the edit.
I'm with you.
Okay. What do we do about this detention pond? Rick,
What's my,
this detention pond,
yeah,
what are your guys' thoughts on it?
well, I understood it's only gonna be about 1.5 feet deep.
I mean, as far as mowing it, keeping it down. Here's my worry. If we say no to this contract and we tell the state you have to take care of your own property, because it's their property, they're just asking for us to keep it mowed up. If we don't, they're only gonna come out twice a year, and that's gonna get pretty thick and woolly pretty quick.
Yeah,
That's my only worry about that. Is it, do you think it's gonna be too much of a burden to have you guys go out there?
I haven't not seen anything about it. You could have reservations over it.
Yeah.
The lady we've been in email with, I've never talked to her on the phone. Every time she asks me a question, I ask her a question back, so I think she's mad at me. So, really to me, it's probably gonna take about, I'd say at most 40 minutes. I know that Billy probably has a different perspective pretty sure that when this all gets done, they're gonna leave everything with us anyway. So,
Yep. Alright. What do you think?
There is an insurance section, I think it requires at least 700,000, up to 5 million. Does our insurance cover, we have insurance to cover it? That's the only question I have.
The town has insurance.
Okay, as long as we have insurance.
Yeah, we have
Okay,
insurance.
right.
and that was one of the questions I sent to her, was, hey, I don't wanna agree to something, if I'm gonna send it over, it's gonna tear it up, or get somebody hurt. I said, so I need to know as much about this as I can. And she gave me as much detail as she had, that it really, I mean, I just know kind of dimensions and stuff like that.
Have you seen this map that they sent
Yeah,
of the pond area?
I think I've seen it once, yeah.
You said it's gonna be 1.5 feet deep?
It's not supposed to be very deep. It's just supposed to slow water down, go through 20 ton of riprap, go through a tube, go through another 20 ton of riprap, hit the ditch. It's not supposed to really hold actual, retaining water for very long.
Yeah, it doesn't look, I mean, from the drawing, it doesn't look real big. Just a little section of that wooded area.
What I seen is gonna have a little bit of a banking on it. So,
Is there any other maintenance besides mowing that you can think the town might need to do?
no, not down there. They will have to put us a place to cross to get into it. It's just a ditch that separates from the road to it. So they'll have to give us a place to cross, or we're gonna have to go and put an easement through another ground to get back there to it.
That says that they will build it and put whatever needs to be in there. I don't know if they specifically said a bridge, but they said they would build it and make sure that everything's good to go. We could always table it and have, I can send them Rick's questions.
That'd be fine.
Yeah.
Let's do that. That way we got more time to look at
Maintain
it.
it twice a month,
Do what?
maintain at least 2 times per month. And we say what to do, other than mowing. Yeah,
I think that's,
I don't really need it, but I think we need it.
Because I'm wondering about mosquitoes, would that be an issue? Who sprays for that?
Raise the price.
It would.
Would that be an issue?
Do what now?
Mosquitoes?
well, we pay a service for that.
Okay.
We just approve that service.
Okay. If you get me, get Vanessa your questions, she'll send them to me, and I'll send an email to include you if you have email, if you don't get your email.
Yeah.
And when the time comes, we can talk to Action, tell them to drive down about there too. Anything else? I'm gonna rush you off of it.
No, that's fine. Everything else is just.
Okay. Water adjustments. We've got, Christie Culver, 104 East Poplar. You left your hose on?
My hose was just, it was not running out on the sidewalk or nothing, it was just on. And she called me, Karen's like, oh my God, something's happening at your house, what's going on? I'm like, I don't know, this is my day off, I'm laying on the couch, I have no idea what you're talking about. So I went out and it was on, and I turned it back, turned it off, and whoever came to check the meter, it had stopped. When I turned off the hose, cause I could hear it, it sounded like it's running, but it wasn't going anywhere. So I went out and turned it off, and they said the meter wasn't running, and it had stopped once I went out and turned it off. We didn't have water running in the house, we didn't have it running under the house, we didn't have it running into anything. The meter was just spinning.
They never found any water?
No.
Yeah.
And Karen said that the meter was just spinning. What are you doing?
I imagine it was, you got 13,000 gallons.
She called me freaking out. I didn't have no idea what was going on. So she said if I come in this meeting, maybe we can adjust it.
But, so there's no water leak or anything?
No.
Wake up. Okay. Did you go out there that one?
Yeah, was you
I
really
think I did.
Yeah, you did.
And
I didn't see that.
nothing? And it's not still leaking, so,
No. It's the craziest thing ever. She called me, she was freaking out, Karen was.
Yeah.
She called and said, your meter's going crazy. I said, well, the garden hose on out there, but it's not running anywhere.
alright. Is there any reason why not? No? Alright. Make a motion to adjust Christie Culver's water bill for April in the amount of $154.70, bringing the new total to $161.17.
A second.
All those in favor? Aye. And with that, they took a snapshot of your past few months.
Yeah,
And
they
they
gave
took,
one.
and they took an average of the three
I got it.
most previous, so
Well,
that's how they
thank
come up with that. And then the RH had an outside hydrant leaking. Okay. I guess that's fixed now, Billy? Rick,
Those guys fixed it.
What's that?
the RH center's fixed?
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
Okay. Make a motion to approve water adjustment for the RH center, amount of $36.02 for a new bill total of $77.36.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. This number is what you have to use to pay for it?
Yeah, I made that for my own notes.
Okay. I was just making sure I wasn't
Yeah. Them's my
reading three different quotes
appropriations.
here.
Yeah.
Alright, so we got two quotes for trees that need to come down on town easements or town property.
Yeah.
The first is from Sloan Tree Service for the amount of $15,500. And that is removing nine trees, I think, if I'm counting right.
Eight trees.
8 trees. Oh, that last line just is
Yeah.
telling me where that was. I got you. Alright, and then we got, I'm gonna say it wrong, Craney
Craney.
Tree Service, the amount of $16,350. Nope, you're fine, thank you. Who done the last one? Was it Sloan that done it last?
Cranium. Hey, Rick, the last trees that we had took down, did Craney do them?
Yes.
Huh?
The,
Yeah, because I made a check out to him.
yeah, he took down one
Okay.
up on Water Tower Road. The other one's with Matthews.
Oh, yeah, Matthews.
Yes.
I mean, they're really close.
Yeah, I know it.
Rick, any reason to use one over the other?
No, not really. They both do the job.
Mhm.
They're about the same.
I say we use Sloan.
Yeah. I agree. You want it?
I don't care.
Go ahead.
A motion to approve the Tim Sloan estimate and the amount of $15,500 for the removal of trees. You don't
I'll
have-
second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Kinda mix it up a little bit.
Let's see if you know how to do a second.
Pedro,
You're up.
what do you have?
All right, so you should have in front of you a diagram of the growth on the website traffic and bandwidth. And we're reaching a point where, well, we're pretty much there, where the server, I need to migrate the website and all of this stuff that we're doing into a much bigger server because I'm running out of space. You could see, if you look at the number of hits, monthly totals, for May 2025, you had 128,064 hits on the website for the month of May. You have March, 180,716, and we're growing. So the videos, of course, are causing a lot of that, a lot of growth and a lot of bandwidth usage, a lot of traffic. So I've reached a point where I gotta migrate our website to a bigger server. So what does that mean? I have a couple of coupons and stuff like right now that I can migrate the website and really not see a change in price until the end of the year. But that means in January of 2027, we would see an increase to about $100 to $200 per month. I really can't tell you how much right now because I haven't transferred anything yet. But so now I need to find out what you guys want to do. Do you want to go to a server that'll give us a little bit of room to breathe? Where we're growing. We have a lot of videos, we have a lot of traffic with all of that. I mean, I can go to a server that'll cost us $100 a month versus we were paying, I think the last time, it's yearly, right? So I think this last bill was, and don't quote me on it because I don't have it in front of me, but about $700 or something
Yes,
for the
yes.
year. So you're looking at, we go for the next step up, it'll be about $1,200 a year. If we go for something that'll give us, a good amount of room to grow, it'll be about, between $100 and $200 per month, which would be 2,000 and change, right? So I need to migrate the website because the server that we're on right now is just not, that I leased for the Town of Owensville is having a hard time keeping up. It's at that point where it's gonna, I don't know if you understand how servers run, but there's an allocated amount of bandwidth that you get per month. And usually about a week and a half, 2 weeks before the end of the month, I'm getting notices that, you're exceeding your monthly bandwidth limit. So, something to keep in mind. I just need you guys to tell me, do you want to go, to the next level up, which is going to cost us about $100 a month on a yearly basis?
I'll go up
Or do we
one more and,
step it up a little bit more and give us a little more room and not have to worry about it for a while?
you,
How soon?
I have to migrate it, I'm hoping to migrate it this month, but we won't get hit with the bill until January of 2027.
If
Because we
you,
paid for the year, and I have the coupon and the company has promotions right now that I can just, they'll give me 6 months for free, or, and we don't have to worry about it, but in the beginning of the month, of the year, we'll have to pay whatever the price is. So it's either
where do you pull that? Where do you pull that from?
this,
Out of town council professional services.
You got plenty in there?
Mm-hmm. But it's, like you said, we're not gonna be charged for it
No, no,
until
no.
next
Right,
year,
right, but I
so,
wanna make sure that,
and so I will budget
budget
more,
more.
yes.
I mean, because of the amount of videos that we have, I mean, we have 2 to 3, usually 2 videos per month. Sometimes 3, like this past month, right?
you know,
And video takes a tremendous amount of bandwidth and space.
so, can you tell me this?
Yeah.
If we go to the second stage, where we've got room to grow, how long before, approximately, how long do you think, your opinion, will that last?
I probably won't be around, but, I mean, it'll be a long time. It's a lot of space.
Okay,
We're going from, about 10 gigs or something to if you talk about the second stage instead of the next, you talk about the one that costs us about $200,
Mhm.
you're going to something that's got like a terabyte, so it's, The other question too is how long do we need to keep these videos, or how long,
yeah, kinda need to figure that out, how
We
long,
need to figure that out.
how long, I mean, this is all, we're only a year into this, so,
do you know how many gigs are on a terabyte? I forget.
1,000?
1,000?
I'll look into how long we
So
have to
10
keep
times
videos.
more?
thank you.
If you want my recommendation, I'd say, let's give it something with room to breathe, because we're always adding stuff. And there's things in there that I'd like to improve on with time, you know what I mean? We wanna add a few more things, we got space that we're not gonna be, because I'll tell you, every time I migrate a server, it takes me, a morning, and I'm not even charging you guys for doing a migration of a server. If I was gonna charge you $150 an hour for a whole morning, you get and I'm not charging you guys for that, so it's, I think it's worth, if it's something you can put in your budget, I think it's worth going for a bigger server that'll give us a little bit more room, it'll give us more speed, you know what I mean? Look at the hits, I don't know if you realize, that's a lot of
Yeah, sure.
traffic.
There's a lot there.
180,716 hits in March. It's a town website. We're a small town, but I could show you a comparison of another town that I deal with in Connecticut, and it's 5 times that.
A lot of
It's a
people
bigger
are looking
town,
at
so
it.
we could use the room to
Okay.
grow.
I'm okay with moving it to the first one. Can you get us pricing on where you want us to be?
It's about $200 per month, so it's 2,800, something like that. I'm not good at math over like that, but let's see. $2,400 would be per year, right?
Okay.
Well, yeah, $2,400. That's where I'd like us to move. That's the bigger server, that 1 terabyte.
That's not that much more.
All right, I think, I would really like to have numbers, like, on paper. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Not just, and nothing
Uh-huh.
against you, but I mean, the whole purpose of us being up here is being able to have numbers on paper and use taxpayer money.
Yeah, no, I
Correct.
understand.
So,
I could put something together.
if you would,
I
please.
just brought it up to Vanessa, that's where we are. I'm traveling in May, so I'll be gone most of the month of May. I'll be here for the meeting, but I'm leaving the next day.
Okay.
So I won't be able to do a migration in May.
And,
So we'll just have to wait, I guess, until I come back.
yeah,
The statute says 90 days.
that we have to hold on to the
Mhm.
videos.
And then it said the public agency shall, at the public agency's discretion, permit, oh, sorry. Says you can destroy it, or if you want to choose to archive it, you can archive it. That's what the statute says. I probably need to look at it more, but that's what it says, 90
Okay.
days.
All right.
The big thing here is the bandwidth, the traffic that's causing on the server. That's what's really killing us. You know, I
And-
still have a little bit of space, but it's not, it's the bandwidth that the amount of visits that we're getting is causing a lot of bandwidth, a lot of traffic. And yet the server that we have right now only allows, for that price, so much traffic.
Right.
You know, that's where my biggest problem is. And then, of course, when you're getting that amount of traffic on that capacity of a server, you know, makes things slow too. That's the other problem.
Okay. So, unfortunately, this process doesn't always move as fast as we would like for it to.
Yeah,
Put something together for us,
I will.
bring it to the next meeting, and we will get that taken care of.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you for the information. Thank you for looking out. Really appreciate it.
No problem. And then meanwhile, you got an idea there of the traffic we're getting. I mean, even, I can see in the videos, I don't wanna mess around with this, but you can see the number right there. We have 62 people watching the videos right now. I mean, when we started, we had 1 or 2 or 7. It's grown. I mean,
Yeah.
it's, you know, we have 62 views right now, so.
Good deal. Okay. Thank you, Pedro.
What's getting out there, you know?
All right. Josh, you're up.
Alright. The water main extension you have in front of you, I'm looking to get the IDEM permit out this week. I've talked to the Gibson County floodplain manager. I'm not sure if I have to do anything with that, still waiting on her to get back with me, but that one and then the IDEM permit are all we need, but what you have in front of you is what I'm planning on submitting to IDEM.
Good deal. So, yeah, this is the county road, 775 water main extension. Yeah. To make that 4-inch all the way down that road.
Yep.
Give access to a couple more homes and pull that water line into our easement, which I don't know how it's all the way out where it's at now, but get it out of their property, so.
The two NDOT relocation projects, we are supposed to have those in next Wednesday. I think I'm gonna ask for a 2-day extension to Friday. We were given 2 months at the beginning to do this, and then they cut it down to 1 month, so I think 2 days is fair.
Yeah.
But we're almost done with that. It's just getting everything in the NDOT format, which is fun. So, that's the 90%. We'll meet with Billy and Rick and make sure they're good with everything that we have, and then it'll be final after that. So, and then the WSP, they're gonna review it too, and then get back with any comments. But it's moving along.
Awesome.
Yep.
Is that it?
Yep.
Do I need to talk to Jim McDonald about the TIF money? Are we ready for that yet? Are we gonna use TIF money for this?
We are,
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. I'll talk to him about all that. so.
okay.
So we'll probably have a couple weeks after, or not a couple weeks, up to probably 2 months to get the item permit back, but I don't know how long it takes to get the TIF rolling, so that might be all right.
Probably about the same amount of time.
That it?
Yep.
That was easy. Thank you.
Thanks.
Last month was a lot harder. All right, Rick, you got anything?
I do not.
You do. You got a brand new tractor.
Well, I don't have it.
You should have drove it up here so we could see it.
No, it's too fast. It's scary. No, actually, I do not have anything.
Okay.
Other than the fact that we're gonna have to start mapping our storm sewers. Yeah, that's just loads of fun. So, I've already talked to the Westlers about getting another page. Because everybody's gonna be boring, they're ripping everything out, replacing everything. There's not a map anywhere that shows where anything is.
Yeah.
Gotta find it. So, that's gonna be a fun time.
I thought you said you was done.
Well, that reminded me I'm not.
Hey, you had your turn.
So we can, Aaron Andrews, our GIS manager, he said it wouldn't take him very much to get those or the template set up. He didn't know if he could use the 2026 on-call, even though that's technically a water project or agreement. If you could use that for that, or if you wanted a new, like, general 2026 on-call or whatever to cover that. He said it wouldn't take him much, like 1 or 2,000 to get everything set up.
I mean, if we've already got an on-call agreement with them. Probably just,
We have one that's just technically set up for water. I mean, if you don't care, then we can just run with that and then revisit it later.
it's water and sewer, they're all one.
I thought water and sewer are separate. I
Yeah.
thought they one could.
Stormwater, I think, technically runs under.
They
Yeah.
got the same superintendent. Should we do a second one? You think we should do a separate?
Probably.
Probably,
Okay.
yeah.
I think it's something. It'll be
Yeah.
small, I promise.
And
Just copy and paste.
I know.
No, be something we gotta go back and undo.
All right. Is that it? Okay. Billy,
Yeah,
what you got?
well, I just want you to be aware, or everybody to be aware, that the week of the 20th, we're going to be flushing hydrants. And then directly after that, I've been in contact with Pittsburgh Tank about the tower. They've come and they've looked at it, and we're going to be having a dry interior clean out sometime after hydrant flushing. And when that happens, that's when they're planning on cleaning and probably power washing, maybe stuffing up the areas that have peeled.
Mhm.
Because it's gonna be a warranty issue. They want it to look good too, because their name's on it.
Right.
So within the next couple months, we should be seeing something to take care of that.
Good.
Because I'm sure there was a lot of people that's been wondering about it, so.
Well, there is, but, I mean, things happen. They didn't get the spot clean enough.
Well, that's
To
like
begin with.
dry interior clean out, you know, when you go over there and there's water in it, in the summertime, you walk underneath it, you get rained on because of condensation. And we're both kind of thinking, well, you know, with it being dry interior clean outs, there's not gonna be any water in it, so there won't be any condensation. So that part will be out of the equation. You know, and then that's when they'll come in, do the power washing and scrubbing. There might be some question, which they'll take care of it, there might be some flying flakes of paint, you know, so we'll have to get the homeowners around there and make sure everything gets cleaned up correctly. But other than that, it should be,
You can't put like a giant net up around it. I'm just, all right. Anything else?
not that I can think of.
Me neither. Okay.
Thanks for handling it.
Roger?
The only thing I got is Kelly Automotive got ahold of me today on the Durango. It's been put on the back burner. I guess they're waiting on plus from the instrument cluster panels or something. So he said he would, let me know when it's actually being built. So it's just gonna put on hold for now. And then the other thing, myself and both the deputies will be going to the Indiana Marshals training conference this week in Indy to get our mandated training out of the way, so should be back this Saturday.
Good deal.
Did we get out junk letters?
We did make a list up on the wall.
Yeah, I got 'em mailed out. Mhm.
Was it 18?
Pardon?
Was it 18 of them?
Yeah, I believe so.
So,
Mhm.
All right. You got anything? No? No? You got it. She's with you. Do you have anything else? No? Scott? Chief? Vanessa?
No.
Corey?
Nope.
Nope.
No?
Okay. Next town council meeting will be May the 5th at 6:30 PM. And if nobody else has anything, I will make a motion to adjourn the Owensville Town Council meeting on April 7th, 2026 at 7:17 PM.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you all for joining us.